And with that, I will say hello, everybody. Turn this off. I don't really need to hear that, do I? Hey, everybody. Where's everybody? How's everybody doing? Everybody good? It's me, Donnie B, your favorite mentor coach for the audio recording space. We're here today live. I just thought, hey, let's do this, man. It might be fun. So, hey, how many people are watching? Why don't y'all in the comments let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know who you are, where you're watching me from, and if you care. So, hey, today I want to talk to you. I know this kind of quick and I didn't really give a lot of notice to this, but I thought I thought it'd be fun. Nothing else to do today, so I thought, hey, let's try that. I want to talk to you today about helping you be a little more organized in your sessions, especially when you got a big session coming up. You know, it's more about being organized and being prepared and being ready to go than it is about even getting the gig. Once you get the gig, then you got to service the client. And serving the client the best as you can is probably is definitely part of the goal. To help them feel comfortable and help them get in and be more efficient in their process, in the recording process and things like that. Hey, Bless, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Everybody good? Yeah, man. I don't think I have a way to. I think I can. Hang on. I think I can do that. Yeah, look, I can put you up on the screen. Let me move you around so you're not. I don't want to block my face with your stuff, but that's cool. Um, yeah, man. So I'm glad Bless is here watching us, and He's coming to us live from YouTube. We're going live today. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch all at the same time, just because we're cool like that. So I'm gonna give this a few more minutes. Let a couple more people get up in and get settled. Hopefully, you guys have a snack, some coffee, some waters. Everybody's gone to the bathroom, things like that. I'm at my stand-up desk. Oh, I got this. I want to show y'all. I'm at the stand-up desk today, so I get to move around a little bit. Hopefully, y'all don't mind too much. My camera that I'm using today doesn't have a great. I don't use the autofocus feature because it's not that great. Normally, it just kind of focuses on the background and not on what's in the front. So I do have it on manual focus. So if I do get out of focus when I back up, it's okay. I'm gonna come back. All right. If I get too close, it'll get out of focus, but that's fine. Y'all, it's pretty set for me standing right here. So being right here. So yeah, I'm at my stand-up desk today. I do like to mix it up. Sometimes sit, sometimes stand, whatever. Like y'all care. It doesn't matter, right? Whether you're standing or sitting. Hey, happy 2023. I don't think I've talked to y'all yet this year. Some of y'all I haven't. I definitely haven't done a live this year. I think the last one we did was last month in December, right before Christmas. But it seems like just yesterday, man, that I did a live with y'all. So today I want to, like I said, I want to talk to you about being a little more organized going into a session and being prepared and being ready to go. That's all part of what we're the goal this year. Okay, just to be a little more clear as to how we do things and how we want to do things. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Um, hey, it's live. I can press buttons if I want. If I press buttons, it goes away. No, I have I think you can see it here. No, you can't. Never mind. I have a camera switcher, and I've only got two cameras connected. So when I hit another button, it goes to black, which is funny. But uh, I want to share with y'all this month for the live. I want to share with y'all my track sheet. I'm gonna give you. Actually, I'm gonna make it downloadable. It's right here. Actually, go grab it, man. It's learnprorecording.com/track sheets. There's three different versions of it there for you. There's a PDF version. You just print it out and make notes and write on it if you want. It's a blank, so you can put in whatever it is you need to. I'm going to show it to you here in a little bit too. But then there's also the numbers version for our friends that are on Mac-based stuff. Numbers is like the spreadsheet program that comes with your Mac. It's on there, trust me. And then also a Google Sheets version for all of us that are on Google. You can just use Google Sheets and it'll open right up. And you just put your stuff in there. That's actually the way I do it. I use the Google Sheets. And I put it actually on. I'll be right back. I actually put it on. I actually put it on my tablet, so I can bring my tablet into into the studio with me. I can make changes on the tablet if I need to, but it's kind of portable, and it's right there. So I do enjoy that. Now, what the track sheet does is it breaks down which microphones on which input, um, and which one you're using at the time, and which preamp you're going to use, which preset, or which any inserts or any notes that you want to put. It just helps you keep organized as an engineer, as a producer. So I want to go with that. So other than that, I want to also I'm going to share some slides with you, and then I'm going to make, like I said, I have made this downloadable. If you guys want to go grab that while we're talking about it, it's learnprorecording.com/track sheets with an S, because there's more than one there. So go ahead and grab that. It's free 100%. I ain't trying to make no money off y'all today. So here's the goal, man. My goal with Learn Pro Recording this year is I might have told y'all about this in December, but I've kind of decided to pivot a little bit with Learn Pro Recording and stop talking to you so much about the actual art, the art of recording, and how to do things in that area, like how to use an EQ and how to use a compressor and how a preamp works. And there's literally thousands upon thousands of videos on YouTube that you can go look at and see these things and understand these things. And I don't need to get caught up in that, in all that as well. I mean, y'all know I already know this stuff, because I don't know if some of y'all may not know, but we have been a studio, ES Audio recording studios in Los Angeles. Has been this is our 20th year, man. We started in 2003. The very beginning of it was 2003. So this is literally our 20th year, and so we've been around. We got some stuff. We got some stats. So I do know some things, and I do have some ideas on how that works. But I mean, I don't want to waste your time with any of that, because there's just so much out there y'all can go find. I mean, I actually go look at stuff too. I mean, I'm constantly learning, constantly growing, that kind of thing. But I want to talk to y'all more about how to actually make this your business. I want to help you grow into understanding how to make your money as an audio engineer, as a music producer, or as a studio owner, what have you. I think that's lacking. There was a little bit that took me a long time to it took me a long time to understand, because I'm not a business person. I'm an audio engineer. I've always been an audio engineer. Never really been, I've always been freelance, but at the same time, it took me a minute. I mean, I had to figure out how to write an invoice. I had to figure out how to do taxes, which we'll be talking about that probably next month, February, maybe going into March. We'll start talking about that, because April coming up. So yeah, maybe we'll save that for March. But yeah, there's a lot to it. There's a whole lot to it. There's ways to save on paying taxes, as in the industry that we're in. So so there's a lot to do with that. But at the same time, there's more parts of it too where we have to be prepared, and understand that our job is the more effective and more efficient we could be in our job as a audio engineer, music producer, studio owner, the better reputation we're going to have with our clients. And we want our clients coming back. We want our clients going out there and telling other people, oh, hey, that guy is awesome. You should call that guy. That's what we need as entrepreneurs. So we're looking for that. So the more efficient and effective we can be in a recording session, the better. So that's why I wanted to talk to you guys today about. Okay, so I think we're ready to get started now. I'm going to go ahead and I think I can record this. I wanted to record. It's recording on YouTube. I'll just steal it from YouTube later. All right. So let's just do that, man. Let me just go there. I forgot to turn on the live thing, letting you know that I'm live, in case y'all didn't know. I forgot I had that button there. I'm going to turn it off for this, because I'm actually going to share my screen with you, and let's do that. We're going to share our screen. So today I want to talk to you about basic tracking ideas. Being prepared is the key to understanding that this is the best way to do this. I mean, being prepared is the key. So what we're talking about is recording basic tracks, tracking, if you will. Okay, the basic tracks are the rhythm tracks. The basic tracks or rhythm tracks are the initial recording of the rhythm section. Usually that consists of drums and bass. And these are usually done before anything else, before you add anything on top of it, which is known as overdubbing or recording on top of. There's Joe. What's up, Joe? How you been? So I can actually throw that up there just so y'all can see that Joe's actually talking to us. Joe is the owner of ES Audio Recording Studios, and she's a awesome boss to work with, and we really appreciate her being around and doing the things she does, because I don't like to do those things. She takes care of a lot of the social media stuff, which I suck at, things like that. So appreciate you being here, Josephine. So back to the basic tracks. Basic tracks are the foundation of the recorded music and any other parts that come afterward. This usually includes drum and bass, maybe guitar and piano. Sometimes we may record the whole band live. Now, sometimes when we do that, we only focus on drums and bass, but sometimes there's magic. And sometimes that magic ends up being the actual take that gets used on a record. There's been many times, a couple of times in my career, that, we recorded scratch vocals and scratch guitar and scratch piano while we were recording the drums and bass, and yet the scratch vocals and the scratch piano and scratch vocals were the ones those were the best takes. So we kept those, and that became the record. Just because those were there was just something about it, man. It just felt great. Yeah, okay, look. The vocals may not have been perfect. They may not have been exactly what, they may not have been perfect, but they felt great. And that's the big thing, man, is that they, music is I don't know, man, it's got a soul, and you need to be prepared to try to capture that. All right, so the key is getting started. The key to getting started in the recording process is preparation. Being prepared is the first thing you need to do. The more organized you are going in, the easier this process is going to be. Understanding this process and following it should help you make your recordings go so much quicker and more efficiently and more effective. Again, have a plan and stick to it. Preparation is key. All right. Here's what we're going to do first before the tracking process. The very first thing we're going to need to do is starting our recording is a plan, okay? I'm going to include a downloadable track sheet in this module so that you can, it's going to help you out in your future recording sessions. The track sheet is a plan or a map to which instrument, which microphone, which preamp, which channel you plan to use throughout your session. You know what? There's on the very, we'll talk about this in a minute. Let me finish this. I'm actually going to show you the track sheet here in a bit. So I'll talk to you about that in a minute. So you have this plan in place before you even start to be more efficient and more structured in your recording process. Okay. You could simply just put up a bunch of random microphones in the room and hopefully you capture the sounds that you're looking for, but that's like shooting in the dark. You don't really know what's going to happen. So, here's the track sheet. Yeah, this is the track sheet. Here, as you can see, this is a track sheet from an actual drum recording session. Now, notice that we list each instrument that we're going to record with which microphone, which preamp, which input, any inserts that we got that we want to put on there. We can also list any inserts. And at this point, we can hand this to an assistant or an intern, and they know exactly which microphone we want to put on which instrument, and they know which stand to put it on. They know which cable to plug it into. They know which input to plug it into. They also know which patching, what the patching is needed and things like that. So I can hand this to my assistant on the day of the session, and they can hook all this up while I can sit in the studio and set up the session and things like that. So, look, somebody more experienced than me and wiser than me in the recording industry said this one time, and he said, record like you're not going to mix and mix like you're not going to master. Okay, so you want to take your basic microphone input placement, your basic microphone placement, and make it the best it can be. All right, so once the track sheet's in order and we've decided which microphones we want to use, now as engineers and producers, we have the ability to choose which microphone we want to use, right? So we're going to have the drums all set up, and then we're going to place the mics close to where we might want them while the drummer is tweaking on his kit. Okay, we're actually going to go back in and move these after the drummer gets everything settled. But while the drummer's tweaking his kit, we can go into the studio and we can patch the signals to the preamps or other outboard gear that we've chosen on our track sheet. Or we can have our assistant do it. Then we're going to make final adjustments on the mics to when and where we think might be the best placement. because of our experience, and we've done it before, so we kind of know where the best, we kind of know where the sweet spot is on the snare drum that we want to capture, you know? So we can do that. Next, we're going to have the drummer play his drums while we adjust levels. We might add some EQ and compression. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Record like you're not going to mix. I just saw an interview today with a couple of guys, and they were talking about committing. They were talking about committing your EQ and compression and things like that. Don't be afraid of it. I mean, get to a point and be confident, man. Be you. You know that's how you want your snare drum to sound in this mix. So make it sound like that and record it that way. I mean, all right, look, props to the guys that want to do it again later on, but you're just going to do it again. So why not do it now and get it over with and have it done? And you never know. Sometimes that magic happens, and that is the mix. I've actually recorded a record one time where I was handing the board mixes. Now, what a board mix is like, it's like the mix of the day. We recorded stuff and we mixed it, and I handed the MP3 to the producer at the end of the day so they could listen and see what they did and how they did it, and if they have any ideas on fixing things or arrangements, things like that, whatever. So it was just like the recording of the day of what I was listening to in the studio while I was mixing the stuff. And this producer loved the board mixes so much, that's what he released. That's what's on the record, are the board mixes. And they're not bad, but I still disagreed with it in that, he put my name on the record as the mixing engineer, and this project was not mixed. Yeah, okay, it was mixed during the recording day while I was in the room, but that's not my mix. That's a board mix. But they loved them, and that's what they released. So I'm not that mad at them. All right, so moving on. This also helps the drummer dial in his headphone mix just right, because it's important that he hears things the way that he needs to so he can play his best. All right, so we might go back, and we're probably now going to go back in the studio and adjust the mic placements a little bit. We might move them a little bit, tweak them, move them around. Sometimes we might even change the microphone. The microphone might not be working for that project, So now we're going to record a little bit, and we're going to test record a little bit, make sure everything sounds fantastic. All right, so after we get the sounds from the drums, now the drummer can take a break, and we're going to bring in the guitar player and the bass player and that kind of thing. We're going to get sounds on these things, okay? We typically will take a direct feed off the bass guitar. Sometimes the bass player might have brought in an amplifier. We might put a microphone in front of it, but generally, from experience, we're going to use the direct. We're not really going to use the speaker. Sometimes we blend them, I'm not going to say we never do, but generally I like having the direct in case we need to go back in and reamp things again. We can talk about that some other time, the reamping process. You can reamp guitars, you can reamp. I've actually reamped snare drums, and maybe we'll show you that one day. That might be kind of interesting to see. Anyway, we're going to do the same with the guitar and the keyboards. If there's keyboards needed, they want to play them along the way with the other parts. I always try to capture everything live, but we may not keep the piano or the guitar recording. Sometimes we might overdub these, meaning we're going to record them after we get the drums and bass recorded. But sometimes, man, like I said earlier, that magic just happens, and the band sounds incredible while they're playing together. If you didn't capture that magic, you might be sad. I don't think I've ever said that doing something might make you sad, but there it is. I have said it now. Remember, look, music is alive. It has a soul, and it needs to be nurtured, okay? And if it's appropriately captured live, meaning that you got the right mic, the right placement, the right preamp, the right EQ, the right compression, the temperature was correct. The band had just had lunch, so they were feeling good. Whatever, it probably worked out great if that happened. So after we record the drums and bass, now we're going to get ready to, we're going to edit the drums and bass and make sure that that they're on the grid, they're on the metronome, okay, and they're tight with the timing. Remember, look, it's sort of like building a house, right? Drums and bass are the foundation that we're building our house on top of. If the foundation isn't straight, the house won't be straight either, okay? So in Pro Tools, we have this thing that can, other DAWs have this as well, but Pro Tools has this thing called Elastic Audio. This is a tool that can help us with quantizing our audio, similar to how MIDI notes can get quantized to a predetermined grid. Elastic Audio is great. Sometimes if you got to move a little bit too much, it becomes noticeable. But you generally try to tweak it in a way that that doesn't require that too much of that movement. So, look again, man. If you guys want to learn more about Elastic Audio and how to use it and how to do things, go to YouTube, man. Just go do a Google search for it because it's there. I don't really think that I need to. I don't feel like I need to help. To share that with you because there's so many other people out there that do those things. And are really good at it. I mean, I go to YouTube a lot to learn how to do things like this, man. But like I said, man, my focus is on helping you learn how to use this knowledge and experience to make your money. Okay. So once we have our drums and bass all straight and everything sounds great, it's time to overdub the other instruments. Okay. So overdubbing. So overdubbing is recording additional instruments or vocals on top of the basic tracks. Okay. We're usually going to record guitars after the basic tracks are recorded and edited. Guitars can be recorded direct through a software amp simulator or through a real amp with a microphone in front of the speaker. As long as you're getting the sound you're looking for, that's the key. Okay, next we might add some other instruments. So let's say we got some keyboards, maybe piano, some strings, a harmonica, a cowbell, whatever. We're going to add all the other instruments. Now we're going to get kind of after we capture all the instruments, we want to do a basic rough mix of everything so it sounds pretty good because now it's time to record our vocals. So yeah, recording vocals, yes. Getting the best performance you can from your singer. Vocal recording takes special care and patience to capture the vocals just the way you want to in order to have the feeling that you need for the song, right? So you kind of have to have things set up. Man, your singer might want a candle. They might want to, make sure you got some water in the room for them. You need to have your singer be really comfortable and ready to go so that you can capture the best sound that you can. Okay. Now you might need to record several takes of the vocal tracks to get plenty. You get plenty of takes. Okay. You record multiple takes of it to get takes in quotations there to choose the best. And then you can choose the best of the best. In Pro Tools, they have a thing called playlisting, which allows you to record the vocals on separate takes, and then you can edit from there. Basically, you can grab it from one take and put it on the main take. This process is known as comping or compositing, making a main composite track from all the takes. In Logic, it's called quick swipe comping. Other DAWs, I'm sure, have this. I'm just not that familiar with the other DAWs. So once you have your comp track done, which is all the best takes of all the best takes, you can now head over to the vocal tuning if you need it. Don't just put auto-tune on because everybody says you got to have auto-tune. Please don't do that. Sometimes your singer or your rapper just sounds good without the auto-tune. Auto-tune should be considered an effect. Depending on the genre of the music, you might want to just you don't want to record with auto-tune. You don't want to print your auto-tune, which is kind of, I watched the interview this morning and they were talking about printing, J. Cole, I guess, prints his auto-tune. Now that's one that I do disagree with that. I don't think you should print your auto-tune because I've done it a couple of times because the artist insisted on that we do that. And honestly, the next day, that same artist called and said, "Hey, there's too much auto-tune on the thing. Can you take some off?" No, I can't because you asked me to print it. So if an artist does insist upon printing auto-tune now, I actually record a muted raw track without auto-tune because I know that they're going to call back the next day and ask me to take some auto-tune off. Okay, so. Remember, less is more when it comes to tuning vocals. While you can have Antares Auto-Tune turned on while recording, it's more for the singer or the rapper to feel the effect of auto-tune while they're actually recording. We usually don't want to print this effect while capturing the vocal part. We're going to use a plugin such as Melodyne. If I do need to adjust pitch and fix things like that, I use Melodyne. Sorry. Melodyne is more, Melodyne's, it's more transparent than auto-tune, and it actually does a great job of fixing the pitch and fixing some timing. If you need to fix some timing, Melodyne's a great tool for that. It's a standalone app, which, it prints the vocals in, then you can manipulate them and it puts it back into Pro Tools or whatever DAW you're using, okay? A few other plugins like Autotune can have a similar effect on vocals. Slate has Metatune, which is really well done. I don't know if you guys have your Slate bundle, but Slate's got Metatune, which is really well done. I personally feel like it's better than Autotune. It's definitely cheaper because it's part of your everything bundle with your Slate stuff. Waves has Wavestune, which is Wavestune's a little more like Melodyne in that you have to track it in and then adjust it and then track it back out. So I'm sure there's more. But once we get our vocal sound as good as we can, it's time to prepare for the mix. Mixing, anyone? Let's get ready to mix, okay? So now it's time to get our tracks ready for the mixing process. Whether you're mixing the song or sending it out to a mixing engineer, you should make sure of a few things. Name your tracks. Let me say that one more time, man. Name all of your tracks, okay? If I get a session, we've talked about this before, ladies and gentlemen. If I get a session from an artist or a client that wants me to mix their song and and all their tracks come in as audio 1, audio 2, audio 3, I send it back. I'll refuse to mix it. I'm not going to mix it unless they take the time unless they take the time. I'm sorry, I was reading a question. Unless they take the time to name the tracks. You know what I mean? So, hang on, Brian, I'm gonna get right with you, man. I'm gonna answer Brian's question here in a sec. Getting your tracks in order, put your tracks in order the way that you like it. You group your tracks, create any subgroups or folders, color code the way you like it. Look, there's no standard to this process. It's how you like it, whatever's comfortable for you, okay? And now, let's start our mix, okay? I'm not going to go into mixing and stuff here. We'll talk about that on another day, but we'll talk about that next time. But anyway, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is, that's track sheets, man. That's what track sheets can help. Oh, shoot, that's wrong, huh? Yeah, we don't need to go back into that, do we? Let me go here. Hang on. Yeah, let me go here. All right, Brian had a question. Brian had a good question. Brian asked, hey, I got a question. For Autotune and Melodyne, should these be inserts or sends? Now, Brian, Melodyne is it's a third-party app. So you actually have to put it on as an insert, and anything that runs, once you set it up as an insert, it's a standalone product. So once you put it on a track as an insert, now that takes over that entire track. You have to track things into Melodyne, manipulate it, and then it comes back out of Melodyne after it's been manipulated. Okay, so Autotune, yeah, normally with Autotune, if I need Autotune on while I'm tracking, I will have Autotune on as it just inserted. You know, and this is just so my artist can hear it. It's not for tracking through. If you put, now I have heard that some people put, they create an auxiliary track, they make that the input of their microphone, and then they insert Autotune on it and then bust the output of their auxiliary track to a record track. There, my friend, you are printing Autotune. Try to avoid that. Try not to have that happen. But, you know, if you're confident and you know that that's what your artist is wanting and you guys are both in agreement that that's the way that you want it, feel free, man. I'm saying there are no rules. So if you feel like you want to print Autotune, by all means, print Autotune. No big deal, but be confident. And like I said earlier, man, I try to do mine safely. I will add another track that I keep muted and I keep out of sight that doesn't have Autotune on it, because I know that the artist is probably going to call me and ask me to turn down the Autotune the next day, because once you hear Autotune, I mean, you're hearing Autotune in your headphones while you're actually tracking, cool. But then when you hear Autotune on the speakers when you're mixing, it may sound a little different. It may not sound like it did in your headphones. It may not feel the same. So you may want to change your mind. So I would just put Autotune, man, I would put it on the track as an insert, just so I could hear it while I was tracking my vocals. Melodyne, yeah, you have to insert it onto a track. You kind of can't, I don't think you can send, I mean, you can, yeah, of course you could do it, but I don't think it's going to be as effective as if you just insert it. So I think that's the way Melodyne has to work. Any more questions about the track sheets and stuff before I move on to the next subject? I'm just kidding. Hey man, How's everybody's holidays? Everybody good? I don't think, you know, it's the 12th of January, so we kind of can't say Happy New Year anymore. I think LD has the cutoff on the 7th. So we do follow the rules of LD when it comes to that kind of stuff. So after the 7th, we're not allowed to say Happy New Year anymore. So um welcome to January, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 2023. Um Notice I didn't say Happy New Year, but so there's that. I'm sorry. I'll try not to be funny. Yeah. I also want to talk to you guys about something else. I don't know if what do we have? 7 people watching. 2 of them are me. So anyway, there's a free course. I set up this free course for y'all last year. It's still there. The free course is still there. If you guys have not yet done the basic audio engineer or the basic signal flow course at Learn Pro Recording, it's there for you. It's 100% free. LearnProRecording.com/basics. Joe, come on, man. You know, LD. I'm gonna have to talk to LD for you. Maybe he'll forgive you for that. I'm not even gonna put. All right. I'll put that on the screen. That's kind of funny. Yeah. Jammin' Joe says Happy New Year, but she knows better. She knows that Larry David gonna come down and give her shit. So maybe not do that. Yeah. All right. I did want to talk to y'all about something else. I did tell you about the free course. In case you guys are still, if you haven't done it, it's free. We used to sell it for $47. I decided last year just to give it away. And look, it's just to help. It's just to help. That's all it's for. I'm not really here to make the money. Oh, I got one other thing. Speaking of money, I got something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. I did something pretty stupid, and I'm retracting my stupidity. Okay, I'm bringing my stupidity back to the other side, and trying to maybe redeem myself in the stupid department. I again, man, I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought, hey, you know what? The membership is getting good. The membership's getting a lot of people in the membership now. It's getting more people in the membership in the community, and I thought I'd raise the price. I thought, hey, man, you know, I think the price is too low, and I think I'm gonna raise it. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Look, the price is fine, and I have since put it back. The first couple of weeks of January, I had it at the higher price, and I put it back. It don't need to be that high. $27 is a great round number. I like it. It's not 25, but it's not 30. You know, it's like kind of in the middle of those. So look, I brought the community and here's exactly what happened, man. The platform that I use to host Learn Pro Recording, they acquired a community app, and they were going to incorporate it into my platform for me to use as a community, and I am using it. I'm gonna show it to you here in a sec. I am using it, but I thought it was going to be this big giant, you know, transformation of a whole new thing, and it's going to be cool. There's going to be a lot of stuff, and it's going to be this, it's going to be that. But I'm somewhat disappointed in the features that are available on it, and I'm not. So I am using it because it's there. It's kind of cool, but I don't think it's worth $20 extra for you guys. So I've gone back to the regular price of $27 a month for the for the membership and community. Okay. And just because I don't really need to make that I don't really need to make money like that, man. I'm not trying to make money like that. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you grow. Trying to help you. Basically, I'm trying to help you quit your day job. That's my goal, is to have all y'all quit your day job and be poor like me. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to help y'all quit your day job so you don't have to have the stress of, you know, the 9 to 5 grind, man. You do what you want to do. You do what you love to do, and you're making money. It's all gravy. It's all a beautiful thing, man. So let's do that, okay? So here's the $27. This is coffee. Don't get crazy. Yes, I am participating in Dry January, and you know, it's fine. I'm having a no. I'm just kidding. No, I thought I'd follow along and see what it might be like to, you know, after the holidays, man, of the libations, you know, the adult beverages from a lot of adult beverages, going to parties and hanging out and stuff during the holidays. I thought I'd detox a little bit, so I'm just participating. It's fine. This is coffee. It's okay. It's kind of good coffee. And if this company would ever sponsor us, I could talk about. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, hey, let me talk to you about. Let me show you the community. I'm gonna share my screen with you again. Okay. So this is the new community. Okay. This new community has some cool stuff. This is a thing called. They have challenges, which is I think kind of neat. I mean, I could even the old community, man. I could have set up. I could set up challenges, but I had to do it all manually. Okay, this is a challenge called Introduce Yourself. And what you do is you guys see this over here. This is the VIP community as well as the student community. Okay, the student community I give to my students as part of their training program. While they're actually my students, they actually get access to this. And in here you have a share your wins department. You have an introduce yourself. Now this is where there's Brian right there. Look. So this is this is also part of this is a challenge to go make sure you introduce yourself to the other members in your community. All right, now the community is exactly what it sounds like. The community is the community of it's us. It's all of us in there. I'm in there. A lot of my people are in there. A lot of people that follow are in there. And look, they ask questions. They share comments. They share. You can share. You can share wins. You can. There's stuff about building a studio in there. There's a chat version. This is kind of like more like a Discord or a Reddit where you can actually chat to each other. You know what? You know what I can do too is I can put me in the corner. No, I can't. Never mind. Oh, I can. Wait, I gotta just do this. There I am. There I'm in the corner. Look at me. I'm down here in the corner, so y'all can still see me. All right. I forgot I could do stuff like that, man. It's funny. So then they have a general, just a general the category where you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you don't want to talk about anything special, then you just go in here and say, "Hey, what's up? My name is Bill. I do Bill things." Talking about what's your favorite DAW. Now I don't really have anything in that. I do have a similar one in the VIP community is the one that cost you $27. All right, so that's the one that actually costs $27. Now, the community is part of a larger design of, let me go back here, hang on. Got to press all these buttons, man. I'm trying to do things by myself today. I got no help. No assistant here helping me today. And normally I have somebody else pressing the buttons and switching cameras and things like that. I'm doing it all myself. So y'all bear with me when I make mistakes, okay? So I'm going to go back to, let me just go to Learn Pro Recording. I'm just going to go to the website here, okay? So this is what it looks like when you guys go to the Learn Pro Recording, okay? I'm already logged in, but normally up here where you see my icon or my avatar, it'll say log in. But you can log in, you go to your library, and in your library is all the stuff that you actually own. There's the community, there's the membership, there's the old community. We don't need to talk about that just yet. I still have the old community there. It's still there. If you want to look at it, it looks like this. It just looks kind of, it's kind of cool, but kind of not as cool as the other one. So we're not going to, I'm slowly going to be moving over to the other one. So there you go. But I want to talk to you about the membership. The membership is this, okay? There's a video here of me welcoming you to the membership. You can get to the community by pressing the community button there, and it brings you to the community, okay? But in the membership, man, we got our monthly workshops, our monthly trainings, our monthly masterclass, and our free training courses, okay? Then you have the current live coaching call, which this actually could be considered a coaching call. We have the 2022 archive coaching calls. Here's where we have bonus content and downloads. We have Pro Tools templates. There's mixing templates, mastering templates, band tracking templates, vocal recording templates, shared celebrity templates, etc., etc., etc. Logic templates, Luna templates, Studio One templates, and member downloads. Member downloads. There's that track sheet. If you guys have didn't get the memo and you didn't get the link there. I think it's learnprorecording.com/track sheets. If you missed that, it's right here as well. Okay. Mix prep checklist. Hey, Javon, what's up, man? Hey, Jovan says the new community looks good. Have you gotten into the community there, Jovan? Have you signed up and did I give you access yet? I don't know if I gave you access. I don't remember. Um, Let me know in the comments there if I've given you access. If not, I'll do that as soon as we get done here. As soon as I get done with the live, I'll be adding your thing there. So free plugins? Are you kidding? Yeah, free plugins. Here's a whole archive of free plugins from ProToolsExpert.com. Here's another one I thought was pretty cool. We actually use it on every recording session in both my studios. This is called Sound. It's by Sound Radix. It's called Mute-O-Matic. It's a talkback plugin, which makes life so efficient for your talkback, abilities in your studio to be able to talk to your client. This is just some of the stuff that you get in your community or in your membership. Okay. So this is your membership. Your community is there. Your new community looks like this, and I will be adding this now in the old community. In the old community, they call these topics, and the different topics are, what do we have in there? We had introduce yourself, we had general, show us your studio, things like that. In the new community, it's called circles. So you'll look. Yeah, Jovan, I don't think I've given you access. I will do that as soon as I get done here with the live. I'll make sure you get in on the new community so you can be a part of it. I kind of like it. There's some things in there which are a little disappointing, which we could talk about someday if you guys want to talk about how I use the community thing and what I do with it, how I've set mine up and stuff like that. We could talk about that a little bit deeper. But other than that, man, so they're called circles in the new community, where you have to go into your circles and you have to share your wins, and they have this thing called meetups, which this is the part that I don't like. And it's similar to what we're doing right now with a live, except I can only go to one place at one time, and it's only for people who are signed up and logged into my membership, and signed up and logged into the community and the membership. I think I'm going to just keep using YouTube, and right now I'm going to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook all at the same time. Some of you guys are on YouTube, some of you guys are on Twitch. I'm trying to see who's where. Let's see, Joe's on Twitch. Joe's also on YouTube, so she's watching in two places. Brian's on YouTube, and Bless is on YouTube. Joe's the only one on Twitch, so there you go. But I'm doing all three live, so that I use we should talk about this one day. Let me go back here. Hang on. Oops, no, I don't want that. See, there's me pressing buttons. Y'all are trusting me to press buttons. It's all your fault because I'm pressing the wrong buttons. It's not my fault. Not my fault. I'm an idiot. Just kidding. No. So yeah, we could talk about that someday, man. About how I do this. How I do the way I've got my system set up. I've actually got two monitors. I can see. I'm looking at. Actually, I got three if you count my laptop. I'm watching myself on YouTube over here, and the delay is crazy. Like if I do stuff and then I see it later, and it's kind of crazy. But there's probably a 4 or 5 second delay to YouTube. I know it's less on Twitch, but it's okay. It's fine. But so I was gonna say that one day I guess I could show y'all my the podcast setup and and talk about how I do this stuff, how I broadcast, how I have the camera set up, I have the lights, things like that. We can talk about that one day. The behind the scenes of the podcast studio. It might be fun. So let me know in the comments or shoot me an email if there's something that you guys want to see in these master classes or in these live webinar things. So I wanted to actually talk about as well. You see, I didn't set that up, man. Sorry, didn't set that up. But if you guys want to talk about, let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Oh no, I'm not gonna go there. Hang on. So yeah, I mean, probably everybody in here is part of the membership, right? You guys are all in the membership and the community, right? Or do we have anybody new here? Is anybody lurking that's just not saying anything, not talking? No? Okay. I'm gonna go find the. Oh wait, I'm gonna go. I'm looking for something on my thing. So hang on. Um, I'm looking for something. Oh, there it is. Landing pages. I'm looking for a landing page that I can share with you. There it is. Did I make it? Did I do it? Let me see. Um, this is it. This is the one. Let me share it with you. So this is the screen. Yeah, just go to learnperrecording.com/membership. For you guys that are not signed up, not in there, go sign up, man. Look, there's a 100% money back guarantee if you guys get in. Look, it includes monthly workshops. The Learn Pro Recording community. The community is like-minded business owners such as myself that are in there to help you grow. Okay, there's monthly master classes. There's access to all the previous workshops, which you guys can go in and look at the ones from last year, the ones from the last 6 months ago, whatever. The membership and community are constantly growing and keeping you growing and succeeding. Keeping you growing and succeeding. My idea with the community and the membership is to help you grow your business and to help you get bigger and basically hashtag quit your day job. That's what I'm trying to help y'all do. Come on over to this side because we're having a great time. There's monthly contest, mixing and mastering competition with prizes, as well as bragging rights. Don't forget about that. That's probably more important. So yeah, go to learnprorecording.com membership. Get signed up. Look, it's $27. $27. Was that 3 cups of coffee at Starbucks? Regular coffee. You guys are getting the frilly drinks. You know that's probably 1.5, 2 drinks. I mean, get that done. You know, so go to learnprorecording.com/membership. Get up in there and enjoy that. And look, like I said, man, it's 100% guarantee. If you don't like it, let me know. I'll give you $27 back. I'm not here for your money. I'm here to help you grow. I'm here to help you become. I'm here to help you basically do this job that I do. Basically, start your own studio, your own music production business, your own become a freelance audio engineer, man, where you come to my studio and I pay you to engineer sessions that I don't have time to do because I'm too busy booking the studio and taking care of clients that are actually here. So, I mean, that's a big thing too. I mean, being a studio owner, you guys will understand that this is tough. It's not as easy as you think it is. I actually had a guy. All right, I'm not going to share names or anything with this story because you guys know who I'm talking about. I actually had somebody that actually worked here for a while, and then they decided to go do their own. They decided to go make their own studio, which is fine. It's dope. I mean, that's my goal for you, is to go build your own. You know, so no big deal on that. But they didn't last long. The other studio didn't last long, and the guy actually called me, and he said, "Hey man, I don't know how you do it. I really don't know how you do it. It's too difficult. I quit. I can't do this anymore. I got to go do something else." He legit said the words, "I don't know how you do it." But I do. And I don't know how I do it. I don't know how I'm still sane and standing upright. I really don't. You know, sometimes I want to just go coil up in a corner and never talk to anybody ever again. You know, because it's tough, man. This is a rough gig. But that's what happens. You know, and so yeah, to have the guy call me and say, "Man, I don't know how you do it, bro. I really don't know how you do it. I couldn't do it. I don't know how you do it. It's tough. It's a tough gig." And I agree. It is a tough gig. But now there's always a but, right? The but is that I couldn't do anything else. I don't think I could do anything else. I've done this maybe because I've done this so long, but probably because I don't see myself being able to do anything else. I like the tough. I like the hard. I like the difficult. It keeps you on your toes. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's tough. It's a rough business, and but I mean, I can help. That's what I want to help you with, man. I want to help you guys with setting up your own. I want to help you guys with doing your own, with building your own. Now this guy that I talked about that's called me and said, "Hey, man, I don't know how you do it. It's too difficult. I'm out. I quit. You know, that guy, I mean, he basically, when he left here, he burned a bridge. And a bit of advice from me to everyone else watching and being a part of it: don't burn your bridges. You know, I mean, even if you do, go somewhere else and do something different on your own, whatever. Keep that bridge. Keep keep that keep that person as a keep that person as an asset, as somebody that you can turn to and go, hey man, how did you do the thing about the thing? This thing came up and I'm having a hard time, but I can call you because I didn't burn a bridge, and we're on good terms and that kind of stuff, you know. Hey, Brian wants to know, is delay or reverb the same thing, and when should I use it? Well, Brian, answer the question. No, reverb and delay are not the same thing. Delay is exactly what it sounds like. It delays the signal from going from point A to point B. It holds it back for a second, and then, you know, and you adjust all that stuff, right? Reverb is the sound of whatever the sound is coming from your speakers and hitting you in the ear, but also going and hitting the back wall and coming back and hitting you in the ear again. That's reverberation. Okay, reverb will show you basically the quick definition of reverb is reverb gives the listener a subconscious cue as to the size of the space. How big is the space? And reverb is going to show you that. And yeah, I use reverb mostly on vocals, snare drums, room microphones for drums, because you want to put the overall drum set, the overall drummer, you want to put him in a space, you know? Like if you're trying to emulate Led Zeppelin 2, Moby Dick, you know, you need to put that drummer into a stone castle in like northern Scotland, you know? And there are reverb presets for that, you know, and you could make your drummer sound like he's in that stone castle in northern Scotland, you know? And so that's what reverb is for. Yeah, and here's a bit of advice, technically. When you're dealing with equalizers, you guys were asking earlier about inserts or sends. When you're talking about equalizers, 100% insert, always. You don't want less than 100% of your signal to run through the equalizer. Why would you want only 40% of your signal to run through frequency manipulation? No. Insert equalizers. Dynamics based, which are compressors, limiters, de-essers, gates, things like that, 50-50. Half the time I might insert a compressor, half the time I might send to a compressor. Half the time I might insert, half the time I might send to a gate or a de-esser, whatever. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling, how the song is sounding, that kind of thing. But on time-based effects, which are reverbs, delays, modulation effects, things like that, yeah, 100% send to, man. You want that control. Part of our job as mixing engineers and recording engineers is control of the sounds, control of the waveforms, control of all the sounds being blended together in a mix. That's our job. That's what we do. So yeah, the more control you can get, Brian, the better it's going to be. Okay, Jovan said he had to step away from it. How dare you? How dare you? As Greta might say. Just kidding. Just don't do that, man. Stop. Jovan said he stepped away for a second. He loves challenges and contests and community. Thank you. That's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna add monthly mixing contest with prizes, and you know the prize might be something stupid like a pre-sharpened pencil or something. But whatever. I mean, I got T-shirts from the studio. If you guys haven't gotten one of those, man, there's a great way to get a hat or something. You know what I mean? For some reason, I've got like different. I got a couple of boxes of headphones, which are Joe knows what I'm talking about. But those could be gifts. You know, those could be prizes. I got some really cool. I'm just looking over there because I got a stack of stuff that we could give away as prizes. There's some synthesizers and some synthesizer apps and things for some certain plugins and whatever, man. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Going forward, we're going to set up some. Once I get the new community set up and I get everybody moved over, then we're going to start having some. Probably the end of this month or early February. The new community is there. I'm going to give access to all you guys that are here today. I'm going to give access to you because you guys are already. I know you guys are already in the other community, so I'll just move you over. But yeah, we'll start having some challenges and some contests, and mixed contests. I think a mixed contest would be great. I think it'd be fun because that way you guys get to use your knowledge and experience to mix a song, and I get to critique it. Which that I don't know if you guys will like that, but no, I'm fair. I'm not mean. Am I? I don't think so. But no, I do like to critique mixes and give you pointers. I like to give pointers, man. It's pretty awesome. So with oh hey look, it's our hour is already up, man. It's already done. Damn. I always have such a good time on these things, man, and then it goes by so quick, kind of like that. But any last questions, comments, or concerns before we get out of here? Because it is 5 p.m. and the 9 to 5 thing has happened and 5 is done. I'm out. I'm just kidding. I don't do 9 to 5. Although I did get here at 9 this morning. I was a little bit late. Sorry. I usually try to get here by 7:30, something like that, so I can do my work before anybody else shows up and that kind of thing. Do whatever online stuff I got to get done while it's quiet. So there's that kind of thing. Any other questions, comments, or concerns while I'm here? Why y'all got me, man? I'm right here. Y'all should ask. Anybody? Brian, Jovan, you guys got anything? Jovan, we ain't seen you around here in a minute, man. When you coming back? You coming back soon? Haven't seen you since last year. I can see him now just typing away. No? Okay. So, yeah, Jovan, get up on the sketch, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. I wanted to talk to you about some cool stuff. So I guess I have not given you access to the new community, Jovan. I'll get that as soon as we get done here. Joe, you got anything you want to add to any of the 7 people that are looking at us today? These things are going to get bigger. Once they start gathering popularity and people see how funny I actually am, they're going to want to be here. You guys are going to want to be here. We're all going to have, we could call it, I don't know, coffee talk or something. I don't know, whatever. If you guys like this, man, we could try to do this once a week, once a month. I try to do it once a month with the just going live, teaching you a little something like that, and then answering your questions like that. I try to do that once a month just to make you feel like you're getting your $27 worth. No, I'm kidding, man. Look, I do enjoy this. I do enjoy sharing my knowledge and experience with you, and having that. I built a track sheet. I made it. And we've been using the same track sheet for a minute, and it really works out great. Everybody actually comments and asks, "Hey, how can I get that, man? It's pretty cool." So there is that. So I am going to get up out of here. Since it doesn't look like there's any more questions, comments, or concerns, I'm going to go ahead and take off. And hey, if you guys have any questions and I didn't get to it, or you forgot to ask, or I got out of here too quick, whatever, shoot me an email. My email is, I don't have it. I don't even have my email on there. I got my name if y'all need to know who I am. That's me. You can reach out to me, man, at info@learnprorecording.com or studio@esaudio.com is good. If you guys want to check out the studio, if you've not yet checked out the studio, it's esaudio.com. Los Angeles, you don't have to put that, just esaudio.com. Check out some of the pictures, man. It's pretty dope. Yeah, see, Joe's like always one step ahead of me, man. She was typing this the same time I was saying it. But yeah, check out esaudio.com, everybody. And I'm going to put this up for replay if you guys missed it. For you guys that did miss the live, hopefully you can go back. Maybe you missed something on the thing. You can go back and look at it, okay? I'm going to make this available on YouTube for you. So, and I'll put a link to it from the community. Or maybe I could even put it in the community. You guys can have this in the community. All right, so I'm going to leave you now, and I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to be out of here. I'm still working out the masterclass for this month, but it's going to be something cool, something you guys actually want. I think we're going to talk about scheduling and what we use to schedule things and how we automate the scheduling. I think that's a pretty popular subject when it comes to being a freelance engineer, a music producer, or a studio owner. It all matters that you have a calendar and putting people on your calendar, having people put themselves on your calendar by themselves, and then having your system, your contact relations management system, contact your relations and keep them engaged. That's a big thing. And that actually helps with our studio growth, and I can share that with you in this month's masterclass. So get ready for that, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be fun. Thanks for hanging out with me today, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you. And like everything else, man, just go out there and have a good time, have fun, and enjoy yourselves, and make that damn money. You know, this is Learn Pro Recording, the site that not only shows you how to do a little recording, but more importantly, how to get paid for it. So let's get paid. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you next time. My name is Donnie B. I'm out. Peace.